So I want to welcome you guys to our fall and holiday boutique. Tonight, you're going to get to see some fun gifts. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I want you to grab a piece of paper. And at the top of the paper, I want you to do a tic-tac-toe. All right. Or if you're young, a hashtag, either one. So you're going to do a tic-tac-toe. And on that, if I show you something and you're thinking, oh, that is the perfect gift for my book club, or that is the perfect gift for my kid's teacher, then write it in the tic-tac-toe area, maybe who it's for. If you see something that you're thinking, oh, I so want that as a gift for me, of course, you can always get it for yourself. But on the bottom of the paper, I'd love you to number it 1 to 5 or 1 to however many. And if you see something you would love as a gift for you, write it on the bottom. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is when you're done tonight is to text it to your consultant. And anything that's on your wish list on the bottom, let her know who your Santa is. Now, you might have an October, November, or December birthday like I do. You might have another gift giving occasion like an anniversary. You might just want it because, right? You don't have to have an occasion, right? So let us know who that special someone is. I'm going to make sure that I point out to you what is limited edition. Some of the items I'm going to show you are limited edition, meaning once the company sells out, we don't get any more. We can't get any more. So I'm going to let you know which 4 or 5 items are limited. So if it's something that you see tonight that you really want, you definitely want to let your consultant know ASAP. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So on your piece of paper, on the top will be a hashtag. If you see something, you're like, oh, perfect for my daughter, perfect for my sister, you can write down the item and write down who it's for. You might see something and you go, oh, I need 4 of those for all the girls' stockings. But if you see stuff for you, that's going to go on the bottom of the piece of paper on your wish list. Okay. And you guys, please feel free to type stuff in the chat section because I'm happy to answer any questions. So let's first talk about stocking stuffers or impulse gifts. And these are great for like the neighbor who shows up with a platter of cookies and you don't have anything for the neighbor and you had no intentions of making cookies. It's like, what do I give her? Or you're going to a cocktail party or an open house or something, or an ugly Christmas sweater gathering, and you don't really want to take wine because a lot of people are not drinking. And then you're thinking, do I take them C's candy? They don't necessarily need candy. So like, what do I take? So you might look at these items because a lot of these make perfect impulse gifts. They also make great stocking stuffers. Now, everything I'm going to show you is under $20. So that is just a great deal all in itself, right? Everything I'm going to share with you is under 20. But I want you to be thinking of the people you have to buy for. So in the left side of your paper, to the left of your little hashtag or tic-tac-toe, you might write down like, who do you typically buy for? Your mom, maybe your sister, cousins, maybe your BFF, maybe your son, your daughter, girlfriends. If you belong to a Bible study or a book club or a wine group or bunko, maybe you do a gift exchange with them. I have about 3 pretty close girlfriends that I do a gift exchange with at Christmas. Other than that, I don't. I just, give my girlfriends a hug and we meet for lunch. But there's a couple that are very special to me that I give a gift to. And of course, my daughter and that stuff. So just be kind of thinking about who you're going to give it to. Now, I'm going to break the gifts up into 4 categories. The first one is guys, because that's a whole different list, right? And then for the women in their stockings or the impulse gifts, we're going to look at the women who are minimalist. These are women who, if you gave them a sparkly eyeshadow, they'd go, thanks, Aunt so-and-so. And they're thinking, I will never use this, right? So I'm looking for the minimalist who is the person who doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but would love something. Then I want to talk to you about your fashionista women in your life, who the more sparkle, the better, right? You can get stuff for them. And then the third woman is somebody who really is more into self-care and probably more into skincare and pampering than the makeup side. So if you can just kind of have those people in mind when you're thinking about gifts, it helps us know what to suggest. Now, what I will tell you about a stocking, when I grew up, as I was growing up, my mom always got us the practical stuff on our stocking. There was always, every holiday, every Christmas, there was always toothpaste, always a new toothbrush, always a thing of deodorant, always gum. Maybe my mom was the only one who did that, but it was always the stuff that you go, great, vitamins, great, Band-Aids. It was like, to be honest with you, it wasn't anything fun. And I find that now that, we've had COVID for over a year, people are wanting to be surprised what's in their stocking. So I'm going to share with you several things that have a lot of wow factor. They're inexpensive, but isn't it fun to unwrap something that they're going, wow, I'm so excited. I can't wait to try this. So there's a few of these gifts and I really want your feedback as we go through. Feel free to type in the chat like, wow, that would be fun, or I like that. All right. So let's talk about your minimalist female first. Could be your daughter, could be your sister, could be your mom. but this is somebody who is a minimalist. All right, so I'm going to share with some ideas. I'm going to also share with you prices as we go. So the first product I want to share with you guys is Micellar Water. Micellar Water, I thought it was pronounced Micellar Water when it first came out. It's very big in Europe. It's becoming big here. It's used in lieu of cleanser. So what happens is maybe you binge watch TV tonight, you're decorating the tree or you're cooking whatever, and it gets to be really late and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I don't even want to wash my face. So don't do that. Grab this, grab your cotton pad, squirt this on, wipe off your face. And what these micelles do is it's purified water with microspheres. And when the microspheres cluster together, they form micelles, and the micelles attract themselves to dirt, sweat, oil, and makeup. So you would literally take that after I take my eye makeup off with eye makeup remover. I would take this and I would wash my whole face with this, and then I'd go to bed. So it doesn't have to be washed off. This is great in a gym locker. If your daughter or niece is not real loyal about washing her face, this could be the great backup. If you're just tired, you go on road trips, you travel on a plane. This is just a great thing. Now, when I have a full face of makeup on like this, tonight I'll use this as what they call a double cleanse. So I'll wash my face with this, and then afterwards I'll take my anti-aging cleanser and wash it again. It takes me like 30 seconds to do this and about another 30 seconds to take my anti-aging cleanser on my sonic brush and just go like this, maybe a minute, and I'm done. So it's called a double cleanse. And I do that if I have a full face of makeup on. So Micellar Water, surprise, yes, little wow factor, very practical. It's 17, but it's a big, huge bottle. As you can see, it's like almost too big. I can't even hold it in one hand. So this is 17 and it's pronounced micellar, but you can spell it mice, M-I-C-E, Micellar Water. That might be on the top on a gift giving, but it also might be on, I want that in my stocking. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. And it's our eye makeup remover. Now, even if your minimalist occasionally wears mascara, she's at some point going to want eye makeup remover. Now, I did bling out the lid of this. It doesn't normally look like Vegas, like that, but I blinged it out for some fun. So if you want yours blinged out, talk to your consultant. She can bling it out, although your minimalist daughter or friend may not want theirs blinged out, but it's kind of fun. This is by volume selling the #1 eye makeup remover in the nation. So when I get stopped in my pink Cadillac by people in a parking lot, they go, can I take a picture of your car? Oh, I love your car. And if they approach my car, 9 times out of 10, they will ask me if I have eye makeup remover in my car. Occasionally they'll say, do you have any charcoal masks? But pretty much it's eye makeup remover. We are internationally known for this. It is a 2-phase formula. So if you can see, it is both waterproof and non-waterproof product. It'll take off everything from my brow tint to my waterproof liner to my mascara, everything with one gentle swipe. So this, you kind of can't go wrong. Even if she wears eye makeup a couple times a month, it's 17. This is really, really, really popular. Great stocking stuffer. Okay, along the lines again, we're still thinking minimalist, right? Mary Kay has a lotion called Mint Bliss Foot and Leg Energizer. But if you want to write down, you can just put mint leg lotion or mint for feet, whatever. Smells amazing. Of course, it is mint in it, eucalyptus and other botanical ingredients. And when you put it on your skin, it stimulates the circulation. This is great for people who have neuropathy, diabetics, anybody who's on their feet all day. So my biggest purchasers of this are waitresses, bank tellers, teachers, nurses, anybody who's on their feet all day, because and moms, their feet are exhausted. You can rub this on the front of your calf, your shin, and the whole bottom of your foot, and it makes, oh my God, it feels so good. It just stimulates circulation. It has a cooling sensation. You can even rub it through like compression socks. If it's a nurse and they wear like compression socks or whatever, this stuff is amazing. It's 11, and guess what? For the holidays, you get these super cute free socks. Yeah, the socks are free. So when you buy this, so one of my good customers, she's in her late 60s. She says, I want that for my Bible study group. I need 9 of them. So she bought this for everybody in her Bible study. She bought 9. So it's the Mint Bliss lotion and the free socks. Now, the lotion is not limited edition, but the company will sell out of the socks. So if this looks like the perfect gift, this is also a great teacher gift. If you're trying to think, you really want to appreciate your kids' teachers, and let's say they have 5 teachers and 4 are women, you can't go wrong with Mint Bliss with socks. Seriously. Great minimalist gift, great teacher gift, babysitter gift, super inexpensive. It's great. So we have those 3 things: eye makeup remover, which is 17, micellar water, which is 17, and then Mint Bliss with the socks, which is 11. Okay, one last other product that's sort of minimalist is mascara. You can't go wrong with giving a woman a mascara in a stocking. Is she going to expect it? No. Is she going to get excited? Yes. So we have 5 different kinds. We have everything from Panorama, which will literally fan out your lashes. We have Lash Intensity, which is what I have on, which is volumizing because I have wimpy lashes. So you have lots of options. But let me share with you really quick a picture of what Panorama Mascara looks like, just so you can kind of get an idea of what this looks like. This is a mascara that was so popular when they brought it out, it actually sold out, and it was limited edition, and they brought it back, and they brought it back to stay. So this Panorama, if you can see, every one of these women have it on one eye. So notice the gal down here with the darker brown hair. She has it on one eye. The red hair gal has it on one eye. So the Panorama mascara separates and lengthens, and the wand is really cool because the wand has got like a fun tip to it, so you can do like the corners really well. But the Panorama is 16, and we have mascaras that are 15 up to 18. So mascaras, it's kind of a minimalist gift because if she's really dolling it up, she might wear mascara. But it's a very, very fun impulse gift, stocking stuffer, that kind of thing. Okay, so we've covered those 4 gifts. Now let's talk about your fashionista girls. These are the ladies that the more they sparkle, the better they like it, right? So for your fashionista women, let's talk about some gift ideas for them. Okay, so the first one I want to share with you guys is the metallic liners. These are limited edition. Again, meaning that they're going to sell it. One is copper, one is silver. Now, I know these don't really do it justice by showing you that. So let me bring up this picture because it's a much better explanation of how these go. These have a felt tip end, which I love about the felt tip is even people like me who are a little cosmetically challenged can draw a great line. So you see the top one is the silver and the bottom one is the copper. Now, the price point on these is crazy, which is why they're almost sold out. They're only 12. Again, great stocking stuffer, huge wow factor. Your daughter or girlfriend is not expecting a copper or metallic liner. These are going to be huge, but again, they are limited and they're selling very fast. So if you want these, let your consultant know, make a 50% deposit, the rest on delivery. So at least she can get them for you. But we've got it in silver, which is the top model, and we've got it in bronze. And they're literally both gorgeous. I had copper on yesterday. The silver, because I'm so fair, it almost looks like it should be more for evening. I think if I was a little tanner, it would be so, but they're gorgeous. They go on really well, very smooth. So those are metallic liners. Okay. Now, another fun thing, and those are limited edition. Another fun thing for the holidays is these, which are liquid shimmer shadows. So they come in a soft pink metallic and a gray that's graphite. So again, let me show these to you on because it's a little easier to see them in a picture than it is just by me holding them up. So if you look at these women on the picture, is this going to go bigger on me here? Supposed to go big. Okay, why is this not going big? Sorry, guys. There it goes. Okay, so these are amazing because they are very lightweight. They are gel based and they dry. So if you notice the model on the bottom has the pink amethyst on and the gal at the top has the gray graphite. So you can use them overshadow by themselves. They stay on a long time, like they stay on all day long and they come on a little wand. These are amazing, super popular, huge wow factor because who's expecting these, right? These are only 16. So again, everything's under 20 bucks. So those are really, really fun to have. And then also for your fashionista, who doesn't love brows? So again, they're not expecting brows in their stocking, right? Or anything to do with brows. But if you look on the far right, you'll see we have brow liner. But the really fun product, honestly, is the volumizing brow tint on the bottom. It has this little itty bitty Barbie size rounded brush. And it comes in 4 shades. Now, if your hair tends to be more in the grayish blonde, more gray than blonde, I would go with the regular blonde. If your hair is more highlighted blonde like mine is, I would go with the dark blonde because of the undertone. It's more golden and the actual blonde is a little bit more taupe-ish. But it comes in 4 colors. And what you do is you literally brush through your brow and you guys, seriously, this gel, it has microfibers. It'll lock the color in all day. Both of these are only 14. So the brow tint's 14 and the brow liner is 14. So these might make your like, okay, I want that in my stocking. Or if you just want to buy it for you, you can, of course. But these are fun things that women are not going to expect in their stocking, right? It's like, where are the Band-Aids and the gum and the toothbrush? They're going to be super excited when they get like sparkly stuff and the other stuff. Okay, another thing that we're going to talk about so I have to share this with you. So at the last session, I took this pink one and I put it on my finger, and I don't know if you guys can see the difference. This has no shimmer on it. And this one, I just put a little bit of the amethyst on my finger. I'll do the other one so you guys can see how easy this is. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit, and you could apply it with this, but there's just a lot of product. So I put a little bit on my finger. Can you all see that? So all I'm going to do is take this, and this is without a mirror, of course. And I'm just going to put this on top of what I have, which is just kind of an off-white and a gray. And I don't know if you guys can see all the sparkle. So it just makes it, sorry, my hair's in the way. It just makes it kind of fun. So you could literally go from the office to grabbing a cocktail with a girlfriend. And because they're gel based, they just have that tiny bit of sparkle. These are going to sell out. In fact, I think the amethyst one may have just already sold out, but talk to your consultant. They come in a graphite silver and the soft pink amethyst. Okay, so also for your fashionista, semi-practical, if you're thinking you would love to give her a brush and you don't know what kind of brush to give her, I will tell you, I don't care who it is in your life. I don't care if she's 19 or 59. This could be their favorite brush. This is called a blending brush. Now, what's interesting is it almost looks like a toothbrush, right? Kind of has that kind of like design. What is on this head is 16,000 bristles. Do you guys see how I can literally dig my fingernail into that? They're just little itty bitty, tiny, tiny, tiny bristles. I don't know if you guys can see this. So what you do is you can put foundation directly on here or put it on with your fingertips. And then what I do with this is I start where I have lines to make sure there's no foundation in my line. So I gently just buff over here. I buff here, might buff into my hairline a little bit, buff right here. And it leaves almost all the makeup on your skin. It picks up very, very little makeup on the brush. This brush, I'm not kidding you. I don't care how many brushes she owns. You ask her a month later, this will be her favorite brush. She'll go, that blending brush you bought me is amazing. This blending brush is 16, still under the $20 price point for the stockings. You could tie this to anything. You buy her a big box of sweaters, tie this to that. You get her, I don't know, something like stereo speakers or an iPad that she wants or whatever, tie this to it. You cannot go wrong with this blending brush. It's super, super popular. All right, so for our fashionistas, just to recoup, we've got metallic liner, both in copper and silver, that retails for $12. We talked a little bit about the liquid shadows. These come in 2 shades, limited edition. These are 16. We talked about the very fun blending brush like this, that is 16. And then we talked about the brow. The brow pencil is 14 and the brow tint is 14. The last thing I'm going to share with you is sparkle powders. Now these, when they came out, I do love sparkle, but I'm getting to the age where it's like, is that appropriate? But I think as long as you use it in moderation when you're older like me. All right, so it comes in 2 shades. We've got the beautiful Canary Gold and we've got this beautiful Rose Gold. I don't know if you guys can see that with my lighting. One is more pink and one is more yellow. So you could literally take, where's my makeup brush? You take a little bit of this, you could dip it into the gold, just a tiny, tiny little bit, and you could just dust it right up along here. And it just adds a little highlight. You could also grab the pink one. You could go on top of your blush with the pink one. If you have a spaghetti strap dress on, you could dust your shoulders. If you have cleavage, you could dust that. You could use these everywhere. These individual squares are magnetic, so they can pop in a compact or they can just be by themselves, but they're fun, right? And these huge squares are only 16. And do you know how long this would last? Like forever, because you use so little sparkle powder. Now, 2 weeks ago, I went out to a little cocktail thing and I took a damp sponge tip, and I grabbed this pink one and I did this whole part of my eye. It was on, I think I came home like, I don't know, 6 hours later because I did my makeup in the afternoon. It was all perfectly on. I looked like a mess. My shadow looked amazing. So you can steal these also as shadow. And if you dampen the sponge or dampen the brush a little tiny bit, it gives you that really long lasting kind of thing. So those are for all your fashionista. Now, let's talk about the woman in your life who you want to get something for, but she's not into that. She's like, no sparkle, no shimmer, no makeup, none of that. What are you going to put in her stocking, right? So I'm going to give you 3 really great ideas. One is a fabulous pink clay mask. And I want to show you a picture of this because I think you will really appreciate this. This is a relatively, sorry, I have hiccups. This is a relatively new mask for Mary Kay. It has plumeria extract. So if you look at it on her face, it has plumeria extract, which of course is known for antioxidant properties. It helps with free radicals, which are irregular skin cells. It's a perfectly pink mineral rich clay, which will remove, any of the toxins and dirt and stuff from your face, but it's very velvety in texture and it has dewy peony and tea blossom. So it's amazing for your skin. So it's one of those things for just like calming your skin and soothing. You just put it on, leave it on for 10 minutes, let it dry, and then just gently wash it off. This is 18 for this pink clay mask. It's one of those like indulgent, I don't know, you just kind of like sip a little tea while it's drying, maybe watch a little bit of an old movie, and it feels amazing on your skin. So it is our pink clay mask, which is super, super fun. So again, that retails for 18. Now, again, if we're talking about the woman who's kind of the spa treatment type of woman, she might like that. She might also like one of these in her stocking. So, or as a gift, apple and almond or berry and vanilla. These tubes are huge. I don't know if you guys see how big this tube is, like compared to my hand. I have huge hands, but it's like the things are really big. These come in a lotion and a shower gel. And these are really designed for the woman who doesn't want to buy real expensive body care, but wants the luxurious feel of an enriched body care. So they come in a lotion and a gel. These big containers are only 14. They come in a lotion, so you could use it in the shower and then jump out of the shower that smells just like this and then put the lotion all on. So you could get them, if they're really into shower gel, you could get them both, or if you know that they're going to like one or the other. And speaking of which, everything in Mary Kay is 100% satisfaction guarantee. So let's say you got her the apple and the almond. She opens it at Christmas and goes, that is so not my scent. Every package will have with it the consultant that you bought it from. And she will be contacting them, or you can be the kind of the in-between. And if at any point she or he doesn't love what they got, it is 100% guaranteed to be exchanged. Like, it doesn't matter if they use it for a week or a month or whatever. If they don't love it, they don't have to keep it. So let's say she unwraps this and she goes, this is not my thing. I don't like berry, but I love apples. It's like, oh, good. How about this one? Or whatever she wants. Okay. But those are great for the person who's not a makeup, but they're more of a spa type of person. So we have the pink clay mask. We have the body care. And the third thing I'm going to share with you is something that maybe some consultants don't even realize we have, but it is our facial invigorating scrub. So this is part of the Botanical line, which has dragon fruit in it. It is great for typically for, I would say, the 12 to 22-year-old market. However, this facial the facial scrub has a little bit of a seed, a grain in it. And so when it's used just twice a week, it's a very gentle exfoliant, a lot more exfoliating than just the cleanser by itself. So this is great for just twice a week. They can do it with their fingertips. They can use a sonic brush. It is just great for an extra cleanse. Okay. So this Botanical Invigorating Scrub is 18. Okay. So for your spa girls, we have this that's 18, which is the scrub. We have the clay mask, which is 18. And then we also have the berry or vanilla. And these are 14 each. Again, it's for the woman who is, a little bit more into the spa stuff, but not into the makeup. Okay, now we've got all the women's little impulse gifts covered. So let's talk about the guys in your life. A couple of things we have for the guys. Couldn't find a more fun stocking stuffer. They're not going to expect this. And this is our shave cream. This shave cream is amazing. It has an aloe base, so their face is instantly going to feel soft when they're done. It has cucumber and Iceland moss, so it's cool on their skin and it feels amazing. What's fun to do to this is to tie a little disposable razor, even if he has an electric razor, but he occasionally likes to use a straight razor, or he travels with just this. Tuck this into his stocking. This is really, really fun. The shave cream is 14, and it's a really large can, but it's fun. It's just fun for them to have. Now, we also have a men's facial cleanser, which is only 16, and it's a huge tube. I apologize, I didn't have one here. I just literally sold it like 4 days ago. But it's a men's facial wash, and it's a creamy kind of cleanser, but it's specifically designed for the pH of men's skin. And then last but not least, and it's the only gift I'm going to show you that's 20, because everything I promised you was under 20, and that is our beard oil. So let me share with you this great picture. It says it's the beard game. And look at these two guys. I think every guy grew a beard during COVID. I don't know what it was, but almost every guy I know either now has a goatee or the 10-day overgrow or whatever, kind of like these two guys look, right? So what's fun about this beard oil is it conditions and it softens, it nourishes, it helps add shine to facial hair, and it has peppermint clary sage. Excuse me. So you take this big bottle and it has a dropper to it. So glass bottle with a little dropper. So you put about 3 drops of oil on your fingertips. He would, unless you're going to do it for him. And you just rub the fingertips and it smells amazing. And he's going to work it into his beard. He's going to work it down to the skin. So his skin will never get dry and flaky. The oil helps, it makes his beards smell amazing, adds a little bit of shine, helps condition his skin. So this Clary Sage Beard Oil is 20. This would last him like, I don't know how long, but probably over a year, because he's only going to use 2 drops every time he uses it. And there's a huge bottle. So this might last him 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. But it's a beard oil. This is limited edition. So if that's something that you're thinking, oh, he's so hard to buy for, that would be perfect for him. Okay. So now with those things said, let me share with you guys really quick, because we're almost done, 4 gifts that are not stocking stuffers. So these are things that would be slightly more expensive, but they're a bigger gift. So the first one I want to talk to you guys is about is our sonic brush. Now this might make your list. You might go, forget the gift giving. This is on my list. Maybe you've always wanted one. This is a sonic brush. It's waterproof. So it's got a USB charger port on the bottom. I charge mine like once a month, and then I just leave it in my shower because it's waterproof. So I get in the shower, and once I get my hair, put my head back, get my hair all wet, I turn my back to the shower. I will hold this, and what I do honestly is I pop, because I don't want to drown this. I pop the head off and I hold it up to the shower head. I pop it back on, and I squirt a tiny bit of my cleanser on here. And what I do is in the shower, this is 3 speeds. There's low, medium, and there's high. And at high, it pulsates 200 times per second, which is really, really high frequency. So this is not something you have to go like this to. You just literally take like this section and do 15 seconds. So you just kind of go like this slow, but it vibrates really, really high. So why is that important? It stimulates circulation and blood flow. You're also removing dead skin cells. So then you do this next section. Now you would have cleanser and no makeup on when you're doing, you know what I mean? You wouldn't be doing this dry like I'm doing. I'm just showing you, but this gives you 15 seconds for this area really thoroughly. Then I do this section for 15 seconds. And then I do my whole nose, sides of my nose, and then my chin, and do all that for 15 seconds. So when I'm done, there's makeup on here. I pop this off and I clean it with just a dot of cleansing gel or whatever. And then I pop it back on. This will make your skin, ladies, 80% cleaner than if you wash with your hands, and 40% cleaner than with a washcloth. Now, if you're somebody who's into anti-aging, I'm going to say maybe you're 35 and over. The nice thing about this is as it's constantly sloughing off the dead skin cells, it allows your anti-aging to soak into your skin better. So, because it's constantly removing dead skin cells. So I keep this in the shower, and I shower every other night. And so every other night I'm using this on my skin. And sometimes in the morning, I'll grab it out of the shower and I'll even use it in the morning. But this is super, super important to use on your skin. This sonic brush is $75. It does have an optional massage head that you can get for $25. So you could put this under the tree and then add the massage head in the stocking. The massage head is, you can literally, it comes with instructions. You can give yourself a facial massage just like you would get at a salon or an aesthetic studio. So the sonic brush is a big deal. Now, the fun thing about these next 3 gifts is it doesn't matter how old the person is or what brand they're into. Everybody would use this. And you know what's really cool? Every time she washes her face, guess who she's going to think of? You. My sister-in-law bought me knives and a chopping block about 3 Christmases ago. Every time I use that cutting board and those knives, I think of her. Like, seriously. So this is going to be one of those things that every time she washes her face, she's going to go, oh my God, I remember I got this from Aunt so-and-so. So it's a great gift. All right. Second thing I want to talk to you about is a no-brainer, super easy to mail, great to have, not expensive. It's our roll-up bag. Now, people used to call it the travel bag, like I almost did, but people aren't using this just for travel anymore. They're literally taking it, they're hanging it on the back of the bathroom door all the time. So there's nothing on the counter. The cleansers and everything are gone. And they say it's got 4 removable pockets. So they save 1 pocket for the deodorant, toothbrush, tooth plugs, tampons, earplugs, Q-tips, whatever. And they put all their other stuff in here. So when your girlfriend calls you and goes, oh my gosh, our favorite group is coming to Vegas, let's go. You take this off the bathroom door. You go like this, you throw this in your suitcase. You get to Vegas, you have not forgotten everything. It's all in here. But let's say your cleanser leaked in the plane on the way to Vegas. All you do when you get to the hotel is tear off whatever pocket's a mess. If it's the second one, every pocket tears off. Turn it inside out, wash out the pocket. Here's what I will tell you guys. You cannot go wrong with this gift. This is $35. Now you can do a couple things. If you want to add to it, let's say you want to spend $50. Then you tell your consultant, what can you add for $15? She will load it with samples. She might be able to include like a whole pocket full of samples of microderm and charcoal mask. You can include all kinds of things in here. She could include maybe a facial scrub or a micellar water, or she can include color samples like a color card. She could totally customize this, but this is so easy to give as a gift, super easy to mail. It's flat. And again, every time she uses it, and there's hearts all over it, right? So every time she uses this, who's she going to think of? You. Okay. So that's gifty number 2. Gift number 3 is actually one of my favorites, because don't you love it when you get a gift certificate and you get to pick stuff out, but you still want to have something to open? So Mary Kay has a big compact called a palette. It comes in a box like this, but I wanted to show you. Now, don't judge because mine's a mess, okay? Because mine's full of stuff. I probably should have put together a brand new clean one, but this is mine and I did drop it, so it's kind of a mess. But what I love is in mine typically is one of these shimmer powders sitting right here. So this is mine. It's got shimmer powder, contour, highlighting, and like a zillion shadows and a blush. So this compact is all one big massive magnet. So notice nothing falls out. So the compact empty is $25. Now, depending on the person, they can buy a $25 gift certificate, $50, $75, $100, or $150, or $200. $200 would probably fill it. So let's say you wanted to spend $100 total. So when she opens this on the gift giving occasion, Christmas or her birthday or whatever, she would open it, and inside is a $75 gift card because the compact's $25, and we would fill it with samples. So let's say she's got green eyes. She'd probably get a green-eyed color card with a whole look in it, and we'd add a bunch of samples and let her know that we're going to get together with her right after she opens it, do a makeover with her, and she gets to spend her entire gift certificate. So she gets something to open, but you're not responsible for picking out her colors, which is kind of fun. So you could just give this to her empty with a $10 gift certificate, and she can pick out one shadow. Each shadow is 8. The mineral, it just depends on what she gets, but each individual shadow is 8. The blushes and highlighters range from 12 to 14. But she can take years to fill this up, but see how thin it is and flat? So I travel with mine all the time. It is every color that I own. So that's called the color palette. All right, so we are down to 2 fun gifts, and then we're all done. And I'd love your feedback. So this is the gift that I have to say I got the most excited about last year when they launched them. It sold out in 2 days. So I grabbed some, thank goodness, and then they were gone. And it's called the 12 Days of Phase. And let me show you. First of all, look how big this is compared to my head. It's huge, right? And it's got this, I know my ring light's glaring on here, but you see how it's got the beautiful cover. You slide this off, and inside are 12 individual boxes. Now, this doesn't say holiday. So I got invited to a baby shower that's in 3 weeks. Guess what I'm giving the mom to be? The 12 Days of Faves. Like, everyone's going to give her a gift for the baby. The baby doesn't need a gift. The baby's not doing the labor. So the mommy needs a gift, right? So this is going to be for the mom to be. So there's 12 individual boxes in here. 7 of these have full-size products. So one of them has a full-size charcoal mask. One of them has a full-size mascara. One has a full-size lip gloss. One has full-size liquid shadow. This has a collection of 5 amazing mini lip glosses. So 7 are full-size products. 5 are deluxe mini samplers. So the retail value of it, there's $128 worth of goodies in it. We're selling it for $99. Now, you don't pay for all the boxes in the cute packaging. That's all added. So if you bought all the product just by itself, it'd be $128. So it's selling for $99. So if this is of interest to you guys, this is absolutely limited edition. Now, if you want to give this for gifts, definitely call your consultant. Let her know. She'll probably just ask you for a 50% deposit, the rest on delivery, which gives you some time. But if you really want this for you, like Cheryl, you're thinking, I want that under my tree, then you need to call Lori and say, Lori, here's my husband's phone number. Call him. Because even if he doesn't get it now, he just wants to put it on hold. Chances are within, I'm going to say the next 4 to 7 days, it's going to sell out company wide. And if Lori doesn't have any, then we can't get any, which is kind of a bummer. So that's called the 12 Days of Phase. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you, if you came to me and you said, Diane, here's the deal. I've got somebody in my life to buy for. Could be a guy, could be a girl. I'd like to get them something about taking care of themselves, but I don't know what they'd like. I don't know if they use shower gels. I don't know if they're into makeup. I don't know. What would I give them? I will tell you the one product that you literally can't go wrong with is charcoal mask. This is, doesn't matter the gender of the person. Okay. Doesn't matter the age. I've had 12-year-olds use this, 18-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds. Men love it. Teenagers love it. Women love it. Put it on, leave it on 10 to 12 minutes, wash it off. It has peppermint and rosemary extracts, which smell immediately amazing. It'll dry in your skin, but it's 2 kinds of clay plus activated charcoal. So it'll clean your skin up to 3 layers deep and absorb double its weight in impurities. So what I did to make it fun is I got these little red canisters and I put a charcoal mask with this little masking applicator, which by the way is another great stocking stuffer. It's only 12, but it's like little silicone bendy brush. You just squirt the charcoal on here. Do you know how much charcoal mask or whatever mask you don't waste by using your fingers? You can spread it really, really thin, especially around your nose, and you don't have any to wash down the drain. You just squirt it on here. This pays for itself, honestly, after one tube. So this has in it charcoal mask with that masking applicator. So that would be 20. So it's 36 out the door. I don't charge for the wrap. Wouldn't this be fun to show up at somebody's Christmas party or a birthday party with a gift that looks like an oversized Tootsie Roll, right? Like, don't you want to give her something that no one else gives her? Instead of showing up with a bottle of wine, you show up with this. She's going to go, what is that? So I just got you something special. So this is kind of a fun way to do that. So that is charcoal mask. So let me just recap. So if you're looking at your list, the top is what you might want to get for gifts. The bottom is what you might want for yourself. And you might even have a late birthday this year. So let's go back over the stocking stuffers. So for your practical girls, we have Micellar Water, which is 17. We have eye makeup remover, which is 17. We have the Mint Bliss foot and leg for your feet and the free socks. This is 11. Then we went to and we also talked about mascara that ranges from 15 to 18, depending on which mascara you want. Then we went to the sparkle girls, the fashionistas, right? And for your fashionistas, we have the metallic liners, which are limited edition. And these are, the metallic shimmer shadows are 16. Then we have these two metallic liners, which are 14. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, they're 12. I don't even know how much prices are. I'm dropping everything on the floor as I speak to you guys, sorry. Those are 12. We talked about the shimmer powders. The shimmer powders are 16. I know I stole one from my compact, but those are 16. Also for your fashionista girls, we talked about brows. So they could use brow pencil or brow tint, and everything for brows is 14. Then we talked about the third woman that you probably need to buy gifts for, and that's the not makeup-y type of girl that's really kind of more into skincare and pampering. And we talked about the pink clay mask, which is 18. We talked about the Botanical scrub, which you could use 2 or 3 times a week. This is also 18. And then we talked about the berry and vanilla or apple and almond body care. And these huge tubes are 14, whether you do the gel or the lotion. Those are 14 each. For the man, so again, limited edition though, is all the sparkle stuff. Sparkle liners, sparkle shadow, sparkle powder, and the free socks. Those are all limited. Then for men, the beard oil is also limited edition. That's 20. We talked about the men's face wash, which is 16. And then of course the men's shave foam, which is 14. Then we talked about gifts. We have the fabulous Sonic brush, which is 75. We talked a little bit about the other two gifts being the roll-up bag, which is 35. And again, we can tuck in samples. We can customize it however you'd like. We talked about the palette being 25, and you can add a $25 gift certificate, 50, 75, 100, as much as you want, and they get to play. And then of course, last but not least, our 12 days of face. These are definitely limited. These will probably sell out in the next 3 to 7 days. So I hope you guys had fun. I would absolutely love your comments. Please reach out to your consultant. Let her know if there's a couple things you really want. I bet you she's going to cut you a deal. I bet you she'll give you, like, throw in something for free or give you something special. So I want to thank you guys for being on tonight and have a wonderful evening. Hey, I forgot to mention one product. Sorry. So don't go away yet. So these are about to come out. These are our fragrance collections. And hopefully by the time you watch these videos, we might have been able to launch these. There is a fragrance collection for women with 3 glass vials of perfume and a fragrance collection for men. The collection is 36 retail. Right now, they're not available because of a supply issue thing. But if you really, really want one, talk to your consultant, let her know that you really want one, and she will take your order, and you can just give her a small deposit, because I have a feeling we'll be limited to 10 when they are available, 10 each. And so if you know that you want one for men, or you know you want one for women, or multiples, please let your consultant know. But these are going to be huge hits for people. And I'll tell you a little tip. If you're giving this to your guy and he opens it up, there's 3 amazing scents. There's the true original, high intensity sport, or cityscape. So what I would do though on those is let him try them all, let him use them all. And then on closer to Valentine's, go in the bathroom and look at which vial is the lowest. That's probably his favorite. And then for Valentine's, get him a full-size bottle of that one, because you'll already know what his favorite is out of the three. So just a fun little tip. Thank you for being on tonight. I hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful night.